As far as damage is concerned in this round, it is going over towards Bleed's way, but Maxi being taken down does mean no more smokes.
So much confidence from both of the Jets just there, taking the solo plays. Dubstep, 1 point of HP. And he is just tucked forward. I don't actually think they're going to clear him. Darion already in behind the flank, gets 1 and a second. That's going to be the spike drop here, Komodo, as well. All left onto Borkum as Lexi does manage to drop the very, very weakened Dubstep here. And all I got to say, guys, is, hey, remember how they said that Team Secret was the firm favorite? Look.
Oh, don't call it too early.
Exactly. Look, I will cast a curse it. Do you know why? Because I want this game to keep on kicking. It's already been very excited. And also, it is Bleed's map selection. Icebox is next. And Fluffy's been saying some kind of crazy stuff in the chat. He's saying that there might be some wild agent selections. We'll have to see, but it is a 1v2, Komodo.
30 seconds. Spike is down in the sewers, and Borkum doesn't know if Lexi is here. If you want to try and 100% this round, you could drop that lockdown, but there is still time to retrieve Spike and get out of here. So Borkum has so much running through his brain right now, and if you're Lexi, you could probably go in for a retake in this 1 versus 1 as well, because then there's only a finite amount of positions Borkum can be. But hello, he's walking straight in toward this one here, Conky, and if Borkum plays cards right, he could not win this round, unfortunately, and is going to be the one. Didn't look at the right angle at the right time. Lexi peeking out perfectly. 11th for Bleed. And I think to the credit of this series, getting all 3 maps, right? Haven is probably the one that Bleed has to win, thinking about it, thinking over towards Icebox for Team Secret to get over towards Breeze. So I am very happy in terms of the longevity of this series that, you know, this performance from Bleed is what we're seeing here on Haven.
Yeah, for sure. Got to step up. It's the opportunity to do so, you know, group stage, as we mentioned, right? The opportunity to go over to Masters, play against the rest of the world, finally show who's boss. There is always that debate of, you know, who's strong. Is it EMEA? Is it NA? Finally seeing some big things from Asia as of late. But now Darion narrowly misses that shot, obviously, with the null command being popped. It makes it very awkward, but Lenny does get a couple here. Now Dubstep in position. Maxi actually got to drop him as well. Can't even get the flash drive off, but it's going to be Dispenser. Only one, and unfortunately done, as Bleed will be taking map point here on their selection of Haven.
There's only one round that we've seen Team Secret be able to get on this attacker's side from them, and I was kind of hyping up the attacker's side. It's something that in the history they've really been able to push forward on this map here of Haven, but right now, Bleed have their number, have their name. They have the secret source of what Team Secret are trying to throw at them. Some great shots coming out from Lenny here as well. Really a nail in the coffin for them, and the 6 feet under burial is what they're looking for coming into this potential last of this map. It's 5 map points of safety for Bleed. And you look towards what Team Secret are fighting into this round with. It's a couple of Spectres, some Vandals, a couple of Ultimates as well, though, that can go a long way. But it is a mountain that they have to climb from here.
Tumayo maghugas pag nanonood ako ng DCT.
It's only a paranoia to at least kind of stem the bleeding on this attack of the site right now. They are going to be able to find that control. The lockdown does go in, but they've invested absolutely everything they need to, though, right? Last potential round here of Team Secret. Do let it slip, but it is going to ease back into the El Clasico. 5 versus 5. Haven retake. Is it going to work out? Can Bleed close it here, or will Team Secret respond, Komodo?
There's such a passive hold from Team Secret on the back of this open plant as well. There is Lexi's lockdown going down, and it's a bit deep, it's a bit off the spike, allowing control for Team Secret to still try and do what they can do. As well, and everyone's just charging in. The defuse is already there. It's half stuck by Maxi, and he's just going to hold it right now. The flank isn't even coming in through the guard. That's it. It's 13-11 to Bleed. No one even really died in that round, Conky. It was a phenomenal quick retake to come through from the Bleed squadron. And 13-7 on the opening map pick of their own. Team Secret have some chatting to do in this near break.
Yeah, look, all I'm going to say is, like, I think I cast the curse it the absolutely wrong way, right? Like, it almost felt like I sent Team Secret into the wrong realm. It almost sudden, like, we were talking about how close that opening half was. It ended up being super solid. Team Secret came straight on out with that really dominant win on the pistol. And then the second they lost the classic defense,
it's just
nothing else happened, right? They literally lost all of their momentum. There was absolutely nothing they could do. And unfortunately, that means that Bleed have all the momentum going into the next map of Icebox. But I guess this is the perfect time for Team Secret to just kind of, you know, toss it over from the 3-point line over to the side for a second and just set their focus into the next map, because that's absolutely all they can do right now. you know, it's the opening map of the series, right? All the pressure is on their shoulders. But look, we'll let the analyst desk break it down as per usual, doing the awesome thing. And we'll see you guys after a short break.
Now I'm stuck in the rain, dealing with all this pain. Why you gotta do me like that? Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly, trust and believe me. Saying to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back, this far from easy. I've seen
Grabe na 2-0 kasi ng Paper Rex yung boom. Kaya ano, grabe 2-0 lahat. Onic. Oh, natalo RRQ. Grabe. Ang sasakit ng names dito. Onic, RRQ, Trisha, Paper Rex, boom, yung secret.
chose to lead my life so my own in a cycle. I can't believe you say you love me, then go and leave me.
Ay, baka makaka-copyright na naman ako. Hindi ko alam ba't ngayon lang nakaka-copyright dito. Hindi naman ako na-copyright last time sa live. Taiwan. Hi Kate! How are you? Ooh. Bleed yun ah. Bleed kalaban nila dun ah. Yun oh. Oo nga, bleed nga kalaban nila. Ang kalaban nila ng Team Secret. Screams. Ooh.
What do you hope?
Sheesh. What? Sheesh.
Not behind you. Oh.
As a Sunspark. Sheesh po. Ganda ng cosplay mo. Thank you so much. First ever. Ano yun? Nang-copyright ba si Toast? Kasi may pinapanood ako na ano niya eh. I'm watching something from him. I accidentally got 2 cars in Japan. 8 rules. Saan yung kay Toast? Toast. This guy is Toast. Ito. Wala pa. Nothing.
Ooh, green paint. Nice. Okay, we got the green paint. There we go.
I'm such a good employee, bruh. Free hands!
We did it.
Hi, Eugenia. Guys, ano pala? I'm planning to... I'm planning to stream on Twitch. Pero pareho, like Facebook and Twitch. Pero baka mamayang gabi. Try ko sa Twitch lang.
Oh God.
Welcome to Musical Memory.
Christ.
This advanced memory and cognitive recognition test is designed to stimulate several segments of the brain, allowing us to see how quickly and efficiently your brain works. You must recreate the exact sequence using the buttons around you.
That's easy.
Bunzo will slowly lower towards you.
What?
When you complete a color pattern correctly, Bunzo will rise back up. When you input a pattern incorrectly, Bunzo will lower towards you faster. If Bunzo reaches you, your test is over. The test will become more difficult as it continues, with longer patterns in quicker succession. Good luck.
What?
Oh god!
Isn't it amazing? Mommy hasn't seen the place up and running in years. Mommy can only imagine how excited Bunzo must be. It's been such a long time.
Bonzo's coming!
Able to play, to cheer, to eat.
Okay.
That's the dinner bell. Good luck.
Ang lapit naman ni Bonzo. Okay. Four green na green, isang blue. 3, 4, 1 blue. Panel na.
Round 2.
My hands are sweating.
Blue, yellow, red. Blue, yellow, red, red. Blue, yellow, red, red, green. Blue, yellow, red, red, green, violet.
What?
Red, green, violet.
Blue and ano?
Okay, fuck.
Round 3. Blue, orange, white, red.
Horror game.
Blue, orange, white, red, white. Blue, orange, white, red, white.
Ay, nawawala yung color!
What?
Blue, orange, white, red, white.
Oh God!
White.
OMG!
Blue, orange, white, red, white, blue.
Blue, orange, red, yellow, white. Oh my gosh!
Did I troll? I was trolling.
Round 4. Blue, May.
J.
My God!
Blue, J. Heart.
Oh my god.
Orange, May.
Katawa mo!
May, orange, May, bye.
Pie? J, heart, J, pie.
Blue, J, orange, May, bye, May.
Blue J, heart J, pie J.
J, I, J.
Why?
May, orange, smiley face.
Blue, J. Heart, smiley.
Blue.
I'm using literally every single brain cell I have left that's functioning in my brain. I am malfunctioning. My hands are shaking. I'm sweating. I can't. Oh god, this is so scary. Okay, chill. I'm smarter than I think. We just have to remember. Okay. Blue!
Green, yellow, turquoise, tangerine, Morgan, yellow, snow, yellow, blue, jay, Morgan, question mark, red, blue, heart, menda, blue, white, capital, question mark,
I got it!
Oh, it broke. That's no fun. For doing such a splendid job, Mommy has decided to give you part of the code for the train. Look up.
Thanks, Mommy.
Mommy was hoping the game could last a little longer. It's okay, though. Mommy knows other ways to play with you.
Na-watch niyo na ba yung ano nito?
Why? Why is she kinda...
Meow.
Napanood niyo yung parang backstory daw ni
Fuzzy Wuggy.
Mommy Longlegs. Wait, I'm gonna search it. GH. This one. Yeah, this one. Ano to? This one. It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Watch this one. Now, is this copyright proof? We make animations with your music. BB Cooper, blame. Is he like hyping? Is there like a lot of 2.5 M? Okay, we have to change the palta natin yung background music. Yeah. Sorry guys. Palta natin yung background music kasi ayoko ma-copyright at mawala yung stream ko. Dapat medyo sad din. No. Hindi ko alam if may copyright to eh. I'm scared.
Mommy doesn't like guests.
Ano ba yung ginawa ni GH? Wait. Ano to? Parang hindi ko pa ito na ano. You're not you and you're hungry. Valorant. Ano tayo? Valorant. Smartest movements in Valorant. Sige, let's check.
Garage and I think 2C long. Someone get on it, fuck it.
My rap.
Oh, he blocked it, you can stick it! Oh my!
Garage.
You're insane!
This is actually too funny. I was just talking
Wait. Gusto ko makita yung block.
Oh, he blocked it, you can stick it!
Actually too funny. I was just talking about IQ Play was the most big brain for a chance to win $10 via PayPal.
Choosing to use the cosmic divide at the perfect moment. He's behind them. This could be crucial. We're getting Spaz, are you kidding me?
An acoustic song.
Big brain!
One enemy remains.
That was his jump. He did it too. Oh wow, where's he at? Oh my god, I almost died.
No.
Okay. That is good.
Really not.
Ayan na.
Because for us, our predictions are on the line as well. But moving on to a map like Icebox, I have to really mention this because it was Fluffy's simple request. He says that he predicts Team Secret on Icebox will be wild with the agents. Well, he was right. He told me Yoru, Omen, Breach, Fluffy. What kind of fifth sense is this? You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh my goodness,
Yoru?
Fluffy. If you were in the panel,
Breach?
I would
No
just
way.
be on edge with this guy.
Excited to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure you
No
are.
way.
Carry on.
I'm always excited
No
to see
way.
something new, guys. You all know this. The moment a team decides, hey, we want to try something different, we're going to try it on the stage because we've been trying it on our own.
Wait.
I get hyped up. I think
Wait, what?
I don't see Yoru enough. Personally, I only see Yoru in rank when people are trying to throw the game. So I'm excited to see how it's
Nilalaksan
going
mo
to
ba?
turn out in Team,
Sorry
with
na.
Team Secret. Paired with that
Medyo-
Fade and that Omen though, usually we see that
Wait,
Viper
what?
because
Seryoso ba?
they like to cut the lines.
Hindi sila nag-last
But
minute
I'm
switch.
not certain how the executions will go, if it'll be as easy for Team Secret or if they might struggle with trying to enter the sites.
Kind of get the idea actually of this Team Secret team composition. Yes, it's switching out some meta picks that we usually see them pick out. No Sova this time, no Viper that Botom likes to play. It's the Omen, it's the Breach, and Yoru instead of
Omen, Breach, Yoru?
the Jet that we always see the duelist of Team Secret pull out. Let me give you like a bit of an idea what the idea of this team composition is. The core of Team Secret's idea is to enable Yoru without having to compromise with him alone using his kit to enable him being able to collapse onto enemies a bit more frequently. Imagine, since like the flash of Yoru is not that reliable on its own, what if you pair that up with another flash from Breach himself? Then, once he teleports, what if there's an Omen teleporting himself onto the enemy team as well? Pair that up with two aggressive, like collapsing teleports over towards the opposition, then that's something that's going to be surprising for anybody who's not prepared for that sort of collapse.
I guess the only question I have for that then is what happens when your Yoru gets shut down?
Man, that's I mean, honestly, that's it really looks good on paper. Honestly, in theory, that could be really good, but it also demands that you have that condition where Yoru has to be alive when he does that combo. He could be traded out by that Omen, yeah, but it also relies on if that Omen can also like smoke out the right places, because it's pretty shallow compared to like the Viper smoke that's always reliable on Icebox sprites. And since like it's not that big compared to the Viper that we always see meta on Icebox and Breeze, then he has the smoker, which is Borkum, has to pick out the perfect places and perfect timings to use those smokes. And I kind of want to see Team Secret utilize that fate effectively now that Jeremy's going to be in instead of the Spencer who has been subbed out of this game. We have to see this lineup work in order for them to keep their stride in the upper bracket.
What do you mean? Jericho.
Huh, sounds to me like that's all Dubstep's problem. But I really hope that all of the players out here really bring us what they've got. Again, Team Secret with not the usual pick that we get to see over here. That's perfectly fine, because over here at the VCT stage, it never really goes the way we expect it to, but that's what I love about VCT. More reaction coming your way as we go into game number 2. Team Secret versus Bleed Esports.
Now, the thing I love about this game, Komodo, right, is you can never really expect anything to come in as you sort of are playing it all out, right? It's been a long time since I've casted a Yoru, and now I have to do it again today. And on Icebox of all maps, thank you for that Dubstep. Very excited to see, though, how it will all play out, because it can be very, very impactful utilizing that dimensional drift.
Yeah, well, if you guys wanted a normal standard game of Valorant on the map of Icebox, this is not where you go. It's over that way, because right now we're getting something fresh. We're getting something cold. Ice in the veins is what we're expecting from a lot of these players in this lobby right now. And just to make mention of, if you guys didn't catch it as well, a bit of substitutions happening on one of these sides, not just in the agents. And if you guys throw it back, if you watched last map, you would know that something I like to touch upon here and there are map statistics and composition lineup statistics. For this, I got nothing, because this is new.
Exactly the way we like it, right? You know, a lot of this is new for us. We've been doing our research into the APAC region sort of as of late. You know, there's plenty of familiar names, some that we've casted quite a long time ago, but this is all sort of new, fresh waters for us, and it's awesome to be a part of it. You guys are super supportive of it as well. But yeah, all the game comes down to now. It's such an important moment here for Team Secret. It is only map number 2. Will it continue that curse of the 2 O's? I hope it doesn't, and I hope it's still us that get to drive on these 3 mappers, because we've had some bangers, and I'm hoping for another one here right now. Icebox is one of those chaotic and excitable maps, so hopefully we are going to be seeing it. But, you know, relatively stock standard on the side of Bleed in their composition. It's wild, wild west, though, for Team Secret.
Yeah, I guess you'd say you've got your real combo lineups on Bleed, something that you're very, very knowing of what to expect on both sides of the map for them. But for Team Secret, I mean, if this is fresh, as if this is new, if this is something that works, maybe teams out there have a little bit of discussions to do to change things up. But for Team Secret, they're essentially locking themselves in towards the A site right now. That's both shock darts used out from Lenny. With no damage really delivered, this is going to be Team Secret going in towards the A site now.
Yeah, look at the rotation, though. All of them here are fanging it straight through mid. Dubstep is in that forward position, but with no utility available right now. Lenny, very, very close. Cheeky little one-way on that dark cover, but will his Tootsies be spotted out? Not quite. It's going to be a 5-on-5 retake almost, unless Dubstep has something to say about it, and he does for just a second. But Maxi, Pith gets the response, and now it's on to Wits to at least have a recovery as well. Great shot from Jeremy, and a second as well. Nice and clean on the fade here with 3. And another pistol picked up for Team Secret, but we have seen that they haven't exactly always taken those to 2-3 rounds.
That was a little bit interesting to come through from them as well. You know, Dubstep gets very far forward in towards the position of the A site, and then the rest of the team waits just a little bit to allow a state of confusion for him to work a little bit of magic and mystery in toward it, finding that pick, and everybody's collapsed on toward the site for Team Secret. Had a little bit of, you know, mockery thrown in the mix with the spike not being able to go down with that defense of them when trying to get it in, but for Jeremy, picking up 3 kills on the fake hit, as you said, and that plant as well, getting everything that you would want in towards that round. And now back again with the guns for Team Secret. They're holding a little bit of these pistols to see what guns they can get out properly in the next round when we see Bleed purchase here, Conky. But, I mean, right now, everybody's around this A site bar the dead members, and it's probably going to continue this way. They get 1 frag, and that's it.
Nice and clean. Exactly as you need it. Team Secret with a solid recovery there. They're going to have a strong into the bonus position. Looks like, obviously, the Vandal's still going to be in the hands of Dubstep. Wits sitting back, wanting to work slowly towards his tour de force. We'll be able to utilize that one in a little bit. Judge also picked up, so an exciting looking bonus. But yeah, look, I'm happy so far. I think the big thing's going to be obviously Jeremy, you know, as we spoke about very briefly, coming in for Dispenser. He's had a good start, which is exactly sort of what you need to see over these next couple of rounds. Jesse Vash also had a big one in the previous. Hoping to see some results from him. But our eyes perfectly focused on Bleed. And Pith does exactly what he needs to do in that opening. But that's going to be, of course, only the lack of weapon that Wits did hold taken down. They've still got 4 up in this bonus.
Yeah, Sheriff and Headhunter, see what you can do in that round. Apparently it's nothing, unfortunately, but it is the bonus. Jesse Vash with the Judge in possession. I wonder if that's going to come into play as well. But again, for Team Secret, it is grouping up around the A site. No real budging in the defenses for Bleed either. Information from Lenny on the back of that owl drone, however, means we may see a bit of a shift from them. They are still playing this kind of passive out default as the barrier wall goes in and the horn. All the utility for Team Secret. That wall, pretty perfect timing just then from them. And the dimensional drift actually utilized here from Dubstep.
Oh, he's been punished straight away. That's a big, big burn there of Dubstep to try and make something happen on the Yoru, and as a result of it, Bleed take, what, 55 points of damage there? A little bit more than that, obviously, if you account for the shield, but Darion, closing out strong.
Crush, by the way.
Oh, yes,
it's been a little bit since we have seen the Yoru. The name's there, but...
Fake out, blindside, gate crash, dimensional drift. Say it with me, we'll get there.
Yes.
Well, it's like, who plays Yoru, right? Like, internationally. We've seen it occasionally, and, like, I guess, obviously, everyone always leans towards, like, seeing 10s pick it up, but...
It's very niche.
It is very, very niche. And look, I'm hoping that it calls for a win, right? I think I've saw it, like, once or twice in Oceania, because it was always kind of those players who, you know, you almost thought were trolling picking it up, but they certainly make it work on the odd occasion. Jeremy, another opener, very strong, taken quite low though, has the Nightfall now to be engaged. They are going to start pushing in. Darion does manage to drop dubstep, minimal impact on this Yoru so far. Another response though from Jeremy, still very low, but that should be some site control. The rotation already here, Komodo, and straight out is Pith. Jesse Vash drops Darion, so that's more damage, but Pith knife straight through the dark cover, and another as well. Maxi also here. Again, it's the veterans in the Swedes, and a third for Pith to close a second solid round for Bleed. And that is going to be Team Secret onto the back foot into the next round.
You talk about a player, you talk about a killjoy, combining them here in Pith as well with the brain and position and experience. Absolutely playing that round on the defensive side to a T, dancing around the dark cover as well, not putting a single foot wrong, not even playing on the back of his utility, right? Nano Swarm's no longer, neither for the turret or the bot on the floor either. So really well placed out from him, coordinated with his teammates as well. That alarm bot, I mean, we haven't really seen too much from it just yet for him. He is playing more towards his B site right now, so it's kind of understandable, but a big round to come through from Bleed. And now we've got some aggression from Darion, but look at this on top of the wall. Dubstep taken down, and now it's also the challenge from Wits. Jesse Vash falls. Everything's coming up Bleed in this round.
Absolutely. Really did get to see a few moments of Darion activate, but I definitely think there can be more, and we're already seeing it so far. Jeremy continues to look clean with it, but does get traded very quickly by Lenny. And now he will look to take some control. The orb picked up. Will that take a step closer? It will. My God. Just basically like style points at this point in time, right? Nothing super exciting in the round itself. Just an eco. Punishing it. Keeping 4 alive. But now look at the ultimates that are starting to come through. Blaze Storm, Lockdown, and the Resurrection are available, where over on the opposing side, only the couple. But the big thing that I've sort of seen so far in the APAC VCT games that we've commentated so far, Komodo, has been that very, very occasionally are we seeing that From the Shadows utilized on the Omen, right? It seems to only be like here and there on occasion, nothing else.
It's almost like the player, whoever's on the Omen pick, needs a very convincing position to utilize that. And it's more often than not that Spike play to pick it up and get back towards position, right? On Heaven and Hell TPs are like the most convincing argument to be using it. But here, very going to be interested to see what Borkum's going to do. However, in towards the B side, it might not to be used unless getting space behind enemy lines. A lockdown on the floor for the side of Bleed to try and stall things for now.
Yeah,
but when that does fade away, it's going to be time for Team Secret to go.
Snake bite.
I think it will be the Dimensional Drift utilized. Dubstep pretty keen to throw that one. Does have all of his utility available, but they're still slow. Clearing everything that they need. Rendezvous up for Wits. He's waiting to see if any mistake will be made. And look at Bleed's position. Obviously already all of that control from Darion straight into the spawn. But it's a good opening from Dubstep. He's going to be happy with that one. Lenny dropped a very impactful member here. And now look at the positioning from Dubstep. The fake out was sent. Happy to be sitting back.
Who's next?
Waiting patiently.
Ooh,
there it is. It will be popped now. Tour de Force also engaged. And he is having a bit of a look. Gets the info up in Heaven. Lenny gets the Resurrection, though, onto him from Lexi. And now it's Wits opening up strong. It is going to be 4 members that they still need to work on. And now they've settled back into the post plant.
No dark covers for Borkum at the moment, though, and with that deeper wall, it's trying to isolate these fights out. Hunter's Fury used nice and early. He's going to force Wits off the line and completely disconnect him from the engagements. Borkum down, Lenny in with the Hunter's Fury for a couple. Now it's Team Secret trying to clinch onto this round, trying to hold on, but Jesse Vash is nowhere here. The aftershock, is it going to reach, though? It needs the shot. The defuse from Maxi has to get off it. It's just going to work wonders, but the shot nearly the second, but no, Pith will hold on. And with that defuse, it does mean that Bleed are going to be able to secure the 4th.
My word, it was like I saw a similar moment. I think it was the last round of the first half back on Haven. Similar story, right? He was so far away, the breach, trying to get back in before the defusal did happen. This time he does manage to get there.
Exactly.
Was close. Very, very tight in the round.
Wits got one.
But look, I guess great damage from Wits, you know, at least allowing something to come through in the end. Team Secret unable to close, and Bleed continue their dance upon the graves of what feels like Team Secret at this point in time. 4 for them, momentum all to boot. You know, and Jeremy, he's come into this map looking solid so far, but like top fragging, that sort of says some things about the rest of the team. But it's still early days, still the attacking side for Team Secret. We will give them the benefit of the doubt. As always, we want this one to go to 3 maps, as we said. Now the Haunt goes up. That's the opening, very strong from Dubstep. Now the weapon responded. Fake out will be destroyed. Now they're just waiting. Borkham, look at this wrap, look at this flank. Can he do some further damage? No, he absolutely cannot, but the Rolling Thunder certainly looks to. Darion, he's in a precarious position, but he is quick with it. There's one. Now the Aftershock to go through. Actually dashes over and above the top, but it's on to Jeremy. See what he can find. Lexi will be punished, and now all on to just Jeremy. He does have the Nightfall. Does he want to burn it? It is that 1v2. So much to fight. Got the Vandal now, so it's almost winnable, and he's also got some space to actually rotate out to B if he chooses.
1 versus 2.
Go, Jay!
Violence to come through from
Let's
Jeremy.
go,
A
Jay!
Nightfall for the post plant, potentially. The
Go,
Haunt
go,
here
go,
as
go.
well. But he's
You got
looking
this,
for a
you
little
got
bit of this
this.
timing. Maxi, very audible with his stomping away, and they're disconnecting as well. This could be beautiful timing for Jeremy. Here's Lexi, but that wall is just a little bit of safety, and Lexi's even looking for this one right now. The lurkabout, though. Is Jeremy going to decide to go back to the A side? It certainly looks like it for now.
Oh,
Lexi,
no.
he's on the perfect line to be able to hold this full bleed, and the scope in at the right moment as well. The one tap is, I guess, disregarded because of the extra shots, but hey, a round is a round for bleed, and they've got another.
Yeah. Again, I feel like it's a thing of where all the pressure is really sort of amounted onto Team Secret right now, and Bleed have just come in. They know that they're the underdog, quote-unquote, right, in this series, and they're just looking really confident. They're very happy to play off each other. You know, you can definitely tell that the synergies really started to build within this roster. They're happy to trade out for each other, and even just that confidence, like Darion, to be able to find that frag and give at least enough time, utilizing the updraft to get into position to have Lexi come in and trade. So they've done just so
remember
well.
as well. You got to remember that Bleed have come through from the lower part, right? They had to play in already to get into this part of the group stage. The play-ins, they did their damage, they did their work. So they have a lot more, I guess, to quote, prove in here towards a team like Team Secret, where they got that next invite slot right into here. So they're backing on the back that they've got a lot of these map victories. They've got a map here in this series. But now, Dubstep is going to try and upset the balance. Letting in for that trade. And around the A side, everybody is trying to see what they can fight and find. Pith in for one of his own, but these trades again happening 2 versus 2, and Jeremy with the shuffle. He is going to have to simmer down for a second. However, as the Cloudburst is just going to be waltzed on through, but Jeremy, he's holding his own in this game right now. Lexi and Wits in the 1 versus 1. Spike planted though.
More than just that, my word. Really, really working strongly here. Now it's on to Lexi to try and stick this to half. Absolutely will. He's actually pretty... Okay, that was a bit overzealous there. Maybe you would have thought to drop off for half, but at least it's a response here for Team Secret. Confident from Lexi.
Okay.
Almost makes it work.
5-3.
But a very, very solid round in the end. Losing a lot for it, I suppose. You know, the economy is still in a weakened position for Team Secret. They are going to be able to invest. Just under 2k now rather for Jesse Vash. But yeah, look, another really sort of scrappy round. Jeremy is doing bits on this fade.
Mate, I'm very impressed with what Jeremy has been delivering in this one so far, but I guess to your point in that 1 versus 1, right, you got to back yourself. If you hesitate, if you second guess, you're probably going to lose out the round. So he's gone in with the decision of trying to stick the defuse, and Wits manages to hold on the fort for Team Secret. Back again towards this A site, however, as that gate crash target is the back of the site. Barrier wall still available for Lexi, as those slow orbs have been used, and all of this utility. Dubstep is just to try and get him to the back of the site, and will he be able to open it up? The answer is yes for at least one. Traded through. Pith now here as well, and things are really stepping up for Bleed again. Pith is a menace around this A site, and once more, it's Wits to see if he's got himself into this round, or if he's on his wits' end.
He's an absolute monster. Another 3k on the Killjoy of all agents. Really, really picking up where the rest of the team is leaving off. And the utility over the top as well. The Nano Swarm keeps Wits at bay. Doesn't get tagged up by it, but now he does. Maybe, just maybe, he's been heard. And Darion seems to be aware of it, and he will be able to close. Like, my word, Pith, the amount of impact that he had in that round in both fragging and utility departments is just incredible. I was about to say earlier, he's probably the oldest in the server, but then I realized, I was like, this guy, you know, he's sort of edging on a little bit, but then I realized that I'm older than him.
You're here.
So, yeah, jeez.
I didn't want to say it, but I didn't want to say it, but I was going to let you run with it because I pretty much knew that you were going to say that anyway. But I mean, I got to say, right, it doesn't matter in the competitive era that we are in right now of these esports titles. If you have the drive and if you have the wants doesn't matter how old you are, man. We're looking at players enjoying themselves, putting forward their best in towards their own respective title, and delivering what they can. And Pith, I mean, he's been sensational so far on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, Icebox still kind of does have a little bit more of a defending-sided lean, but Team Secret taking a very, very necessary timeout. Good opportunity to have a chat, see what's sort of not working out for them. You know, Dubstep has been able to create that space, but obviously on the Yoru, you know, you have to really dig deep and go fishing very, very far away from the rest of your team. And Team Secret, I suppose, haven't really been able to fill in the gaps.
If you're above 22, you're a old boomer, what?
Like Dubstep sort of positioning isn't gaining them too much. He's getting info, but like at what cost, really? Like, what does that sort of mean for Team Secret? They're not able to kind of find the holes in the defenses because Bleed aren't really showing many. You know, some of the big moments have been already, again, solo performances from Team Secret, but this A site is just being decimated by Pith on these retakes, and he's done it again. A mid-peek, a mid-walk, and a strong open. Lexi also looking shot. Oh, man. I mean, again, just an eco. You're not going to stress out about it too much, but, like, just he's everywhere on the map is what I'm going
Yeah. Oh, he's even looking for more. And when I say he, I mean the squad of Bleed apparently right now. Pith will be taken down, but you're just trying to nullify damage in this round from what Team Secret are going to be trying to find. So for them, Borkum, Jesse Vash, see what you can do. Now it is just going to be Borkum. This is going to be the lead for the half here for Bleed if they do finish it out. Timing, might have hit. The Borkum is going to be walking through, taken out in the end. The 7th found for Bleed. How far forward are they still going to find on their defensive side? Because I really haven't seen any, you know, strong plays come through from Team Secret that they are 100% comfortable in going without having ultimates available, right? Dubstep pushes in towards this A site with TP, and the team trying to assist him to at least get him into opening. Is only one part to what they have, I'm hoping.
All I can say is it's just an interesting position to be in right now. Like, Team Secret have not been able to pick up the momentum since they got ecoed back on Haven.
Yeah, right.
Like 15 rounds ago, more even, you know, potentially up towards 18 if I do my maths correctly. But Bleed have just had all of the momentum behind them. Again, as I mentioned, little to no pressure. They come in as the underdogs. They're here to boogie and here to show us how strong they are. And oh man, you know, the Singaporean region has so much to offer, and we're seeing it now. Good response from Wits. At least able to pick up one here, and then he also in a bit of a predicament. Pith getting close to that dark cover. Doesn't want to peek a little bit further through. Maybe an opportunity now for Team Secret to kind of get their way back on this attacker's side.
7-5. Let's get 7-5.
So no access to any resurrection or any heals. So for damage done, it is delivered. Dubstep now going to be trying to get in toward the site, and actually I don't know if Maxi's secrecy has been found in the smoke. It has 1, 2. Oh my word, joking! That transfer is absolutely superb. Getting away with a monstrous 3k, and now the round is back for Bleed. Maybe for Darian. It's a 1 versus 2. It is on the other side of the map.
Oh, geez, that rogue bullet from the Viper there of Maxi almost doing it all. Darian. Close to the dark cover. Borkum definitely tempting fate here, wanting to potentially look to push through. Jesse Vash also just a short distance away. Darian.
Nice.
Jeez. They can breathe for a millisecond, though, it feels like, as that round again almost turned on its head. I believe that was, a 3-on-5 that went back to a 2-on-2. And Bleed almost do the unthinkable as Team Secret are just kind of keeping their heads above water, so close to drowning here on Icebox.
7-5,
and the water's cold.
7-5.
Man, I'm so taken aback by what we've just seen in that round as well. The fact that Maxi is just sitting in his own poison cloud as well, overlooked by Dubstep, where we had a small glimpse. Maybe it was a bit of a spectator issue there. We don't know, where he saw the TP come through, right? The gate crash was noticed, but not seen in the reverse way. But anyways, we're seeing some aggression right now from Bleed in the last round of this half. It's a bit mitigated on that one, but it's still going in their way. Lexi with that res, and this is just going to offset things absolutely completely. But Wits, what have you got for us here, my friend? 2 in the piece. And I think it has to settle down. Dubstep is behind enemy lines.
No!
That's a right-click miss.
He's given the opportunity. At least there is some support there. Wits up close, though. He's found a third here. Komodo just on the line. 2 bullets left in that tour de force. Is he going to be able to connect with this one? Tempting fate. Darion swings, though. And he gets the close. 8
Sayang,
rounds
nahuli
here
si
for
Dubstep.
Bleed, and it was
Alert.
all again on those individual performances. And this is what I mean. Dubstep, he was in their spawn, but by the time he gets there, his whole team's dead. What can he even do? Jeremy trying to make things happen, but yeah, Wits like 3K, and again, it just still feels like they didn't have an opportunity in that round at all.
It just feels like there's a little bit too much disconnection, unfortunately, for the side of Team Secret on that,
defense.
that attacker's side from them, where I get the feeling there was a lot of reliance upon Dubstep finding openers, finding really clinch plays to get them back in towards these rounds or open them up. Jeremy went a little bit silent towards the end. Wits tried to do what he could as well, but that was taken out. So for Bleed, a beautiful half to come through from them on Icebox here, but Conky, you know, this is not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. There's still another half here to play on Icebox, still another map around the corner. Team Secret are able to get back here, and you know during this halftime pause that they're going to be doing everything in their power in the conversation to figure out how to get back into this, because remember, this is a very known composition that Bleed are playing, right? So you can come up with counters, you can come up with things to best them. The problem is they're doing it with a comp that, you know, they haven't played in an official before, so it is potentially a little bit difficult in that regard.
I'm seeing the word experimental thrown around, and it's such an interesting place to do it, right? You know, Team Secret, they come in as one of the hard favorites to win the entire thing, right? Playoffs in general. Obviously, you know, we've got Order doing big things, Paper Rex around the corner, Xerxia also looking strong. Like, there's so many teams that can kind of be put up into that upper echelon of the top 4 to top 8, but irrespective, you know, to be able to have the confidence to throw out a composition like this, you know, Fade, obviously still relatively new as well. It is there to counter the Viper and Maxi, but neither of them are really sort of doing much, right? It hasn't been the kit of the Fade that has been winning rounds for Team Secret. It's kind of been just some big individual performances with the weaponry systems, right? And Bleed, they've had an answer for almost everything here. So we move into that pistol. Well-needed rest in the halftime pause. So hoping that Team Secret will show something to us. I desperately, really want to get to that final map, but at this point in time, it's just not looking likely, right? You know, it could continue the trend of the 2-0 for the whole day.
Well, this is the time that we have to see Team Secret really pull forward, right? What differences do they have on what deterrents are they going to be able to figure out on this defensive side? You know, the difference between the chamber ability and Wits.
Oh, no.
Can kind of get some information in a single line, but in this pistol, we're getting aggression right now from Borkum up towards the belt, but he has to fall down. Darion low.
PH pa din. Wee!
But remember, Sage available. That's the heals from Lexi already happening.
So it does slow down a little bit. Very nice tag there.
Here.
From the Owl drone. Patience. A couple of wish shots as well. Darion will be the first to be punished. Jesse Bash getting that opener. Wits also with some further control. So again, Team Secret have been looking very comfortable. Another for Wits as well. Dubstep hasn't had to do anything. Did hear the footsteps of Pith, but now a crowded step over the top. Jesse Bash, even the fine Lexi. Unfortunately, it's all on Pith. And again, playing that lurk, playing the killjoy. Dubstep will spot him, but he's tagged. He's punished, and he's done. Only a very minor amount of damage dealt to the Team Secret side as they pick up another pistol, but Komodo, I have to remind everyone, that is 4 pistols, and they could still potentially lose 2-0. Something needs to be done in Camp Team Secret, and whatever I can sort of feel about it is that they just don't appear to be firing on all cylinders as a unit right now.
You got to remember as well, over on Haven, right? The fact that they got the pistol in the very first opening round and the second, then they dropped that secondary round in the next half, right? So of those 2 pistols that they got in the first map of Haven, they only converted 1 of the secondary rounds. Things went awry from there. Here, Team Secret have gotten both pistols, and for right now, they're going to try and wrestle the fact in this round if they can get this as well, because they did it in the first half. But remember, this is where it fell apart in map number 1. So if it follows in, Bleed win this round.
Kasi ang onti naman ng agents nila.
Dubstep, very good opening. Desperately needs to pick up.
Ganto, ito lang talaga yung comp ng Team Secret.
Now, really just going to be all onto what they can do in this position. Lenny does punish. Dubstep goes down. Was obviously taken earlier. Prowler doesn't really manage to spot out much either. Getting the C's down. Catch, so that's not a bad result here. Jeremy also with a frag of his own. Jesse Vash is here too. I mean, look, Komodo, there's been damage dealt, right? But at least it is still looking like it is a lean towards the Team Secret way. They just need to keep their composure now. Spike in the hands, it can be peeled away with Lexi. How do they play the rest of this one? Jesse Vash to drop him. and it is all going to be just on Lexi.
Yep, just a surroundment around this B site right now. Some damage delivered from Bleed. Two frags. I mean, you'll be okay with that one. 3 would have been a lot better, and a spike plan as well. Did just keenly little notice there that Jesse Vash was trying to get the aftershock on the back of that wall to the 90 plant, but it actually hit the map wall position, not the Sage wall. So yeah, a little neat thing there. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, right? The conversion to that round for Team Secret means that on the back of Pistols and the Pistols, it's 4 rounds that they've gotten in this map. They're still trailing. So coming in towards this bonus round right now, if they can gather it, it's going to build so much more confidence for the viewers, for us, for themselves in the game as well, to get back in towards this one. So I'm keen to see what this purchase is going to be looking like for both sides in this one. And over on the side of Bleed, I mean, they've got everything that they need, but look at that radar. Look what's happening right now. There isn't anyone from Team Secret around this B side, so this is where things can get really weird.
Yeah, absolutely. They are rotating very, very quickly, though, so are they going to be ready for it? Full sets of weaponry. Secret on that bonus. They can slot into position. It's Wits to open up strong. Very nicely done. He is taken low, but now the swing. Now the ding. Jesse Vash drops one. Jeremy gets another, but Lexi, Maxi are also doing big things here. He also gets the spot. Oh, the capsule. Jesse Vash does get across. Very nicely done. Borkum the Shrouded stepping from the shadows. He will explode on the Omen. Closing around for Team Secret. Finally, Jesus, finally we have a game.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Getting the bonus is what you need for Team Secret, and they throw absolutely everything in towards that B site when they were in mid, trying to spot out a little bit of information early on, but they see the Viper wall come on through towards that B site. They know what's happening, they hear the ice wall, and they know exactly what they have to do. Dump a little bit of utility, throw in a couple of flashes, see what they can do to just upset Bleed's balance, and it completely cut them open, right? There were no bandages to help things over on the side of Bleed. That bonus round to Team Secret, not only does that get them back in towards this game, it forces the timeout early from Bleed they no longer have access to, and it just most importantly, it brings them back into this game.
Look, it's a hairstyle.
Again, finally, that's exactly what we've been hoping for, right? Feels like there hasn't been much of that in the last little bit. It's just been Bleed in the driver's seat looking really, really dominant. But now that Team Secret is showing some more bits of life, you know, Borkum, important frag, hasn't really been having the best game. It's very much been on, you know, the supportive agent of Jesse Vash, who's been doing big things. Wits also, he's going to have a lot off the back of this too. You know, by securing that bonus, that puts them in a very solid position. They should be able to tie up the scoreline at the very, very least here. They still have the favored advantage on that defender's side, and now, you know, the momentum off the back of it. So they just have to if they don't overstep. They play this one nice and intelligently, and they don't allow Bleed an entrance back into this map.
Yep. If I'm looking at a composition like Team Secret, I was probably thinking beforehand that it would be more, you know, kind of attacker side inclined, but right now it's defensive. Early on though, as well. So remember that dubstep, couple of numbers being drawn towards his kill direction. Looking for another one if potential. There's his third. Easy as you like it. Head on a swivel. The Maxi spike non-retrievable at the moment. Although getting a frag or 2 is going to be really nice for him. 1 versus 2 now in this attempt of 4. And it could even be a little bit more dire than we think about. If they are able to pick apart this round and get back in toward it with really nothing to play with, yeah, it'll give Team Secret a little bit of a rocky boat to try and recover those waters in. A minute to go here, Conky, for Maxi. How's he played out?
This is where they've struggled. You know, Team Secret having the heavy advantage in a round and starting to give it up just a little bit.
Maxi circling them.
Mentioned the spike being dropped. Coverable position from Maxi now.
He's got the pit too.
Yeah. I guess the only thing is that Borkum is somewhat back on the line, you know, clearing around from that kitchen position. Has a look now, but it's going to be that timing game. Can actually recover a Vandal if he was in the right position. But no, it's Team Secret getting a very important round, as we sort of spoke about. The money is okay. They have to do a lot of reinvesting though here. So the operator is going to be sent over in the hands of Wits to tie up scoreline now. But this is the Thunderdome Komodo. This is going to be the first buy-on-buy that we've seen in quite some time. And it's finally with, again, Team Secret, some momentum behind them. So Maxi basically put the team in his backpack for that round. Makes it close. But it's not enough. Test will be, again, this round of 17.
We love a good backpack play sometimes, don't we? It always makes it look entertaining. For the other team, it makes it look a little bit awkward, though. To the B site, we do start and engage. An already offline for Wits, forced back by the drone, but he's going to tempt fate with the rendezvous still available. And there's that shot. There's the redeploy. He has to get out of this. And look at that. Dubstep's got the gate crashing over as well. So they've got the defensive, but there's that pit to protect.
It'll be so quick here as well. Just on the outside. Dimensional drift ready to be popped. Will he go for it? Looks like he will. And he's keen to dive in. Spotting around, checking to see what he can. He's got all the info around yellow. He's going to send a little bit further info out. Teleporting back, moving around everywhere. Dubstep, does he get the right strike? The answer is no. Pit, Lenny, all responding. But Jeremy, as I say, that opens up the pit as he will find 3. But it does fall on to just this clutch situation. 1-on-1, as you mentioned.
This is really... This is a big situation for Borkum as well, right? The lockdown here, if he had his ultimate, he could technically stick it, play it when the lockdown pops, but he's not too far back, Conky. He's still got position of that spike right now.
30 seconds left.
It's just going to be all that slowdown. Very much the mental game here. Pith have to think. Where's he going to look? Borkum's just done the right thing, just completely complacent, standing still. Great utilization of that nano swarm. The paranoia narrowly misses.
He's locked into the fight.
Bomb in a rough one. Exactly. Has to take the duel. Borkum, the pre-fire, the stutter step, and gets the job done. Team Secret, can't believe I'm saying it at this point in time, take the lead. And the experiment inside the laboratory seems to be potentially starting to come to fruition.
Yeah, well, maybe we need a little bit of a word with Dexter to get back into this and cook up a little bit of, you know, a masterclass right now. Because from what we've seen with all the frags happening in this round, Jeremy just absolutely locking it down. But then Pith, 3 kills in the end, and he's looking for that last one. But with that time ticking away and that lockdown, you know, trying to bait out Borkum, trying to force him back to retrieve the spike, he's waiting for an engagement during the lockdown, it almost feels. And then with the 10 seconds to go before trying to engage onto the spike, he's locked into that fight and loses it, unfortunately. So it's one of those situations where, again, you try to back yourself, but maybe a lot of people would kind of question the play a bit. For now, we're not going to be doing that, because you want to know why? We got another round on our hells where Team Secret are looking to take control of this map. Witch starts off on towards Pith just to let him think about what happened in the last round a little bit more.
Nice.
And there's
Go. Nice and clean from him.
Sayang wala siyang wala
See
siyang
Maxi though respond again. Team Secret need to be careful. Resurrection is there. Nightfall engaged though. Jeremy very keen. But why are you fighting this fight, my friend? Something you desperately don't need to be doing, because now Jesse's Ash is all up in the grill. Like, Team Secret, hello? Like,
This is
what
what we
going on?
say E-code.
Yeah.
I think is the appropriate term. When you think the Team Secret are having a phenomenal defensive side, which they are, don't get me wrong. It's I would say a little bit Oceanic-esque, right? This would be one of those classic rounds to be bringing in that we here in our region see. Unfortunately,
it's not just us. It's not just us. That's all I can say, right? Like, we feel like that in this point in time. But like, we've seen a classic again, and I mean, look, there is a world where potentially Witz finds this one, but does he even want to take the fight? He loses so much if he does. But all I can say is, like, Team Secret, Bleed didn't win this round. Team Secret lost this round for themselves.
And remember, they did utilize that Nightfall as well.
Okay,
so that's a costly ultimate that could be very well placed for denying bleed when they're, you know, the time's ticked down low and they're trying to establish control back to a site to get the plan, or if there's a retake happening. So very costly investment. And we're going to see what Witz can do. And I mean, if he does lose this operator, he's still got his 2 to force into the next round. Because if you want to get 2 operators out or 2 snipers out on this defensive side for Team Secret, you look at the composition, you're kind of questioning who would be picking it up alongside Witz, right? So it's probably just going to be this operator still in toward that next round as the hunt is on. But finally a round to come through from Bleed. Doesn't matter that it is on this thrifty nature. They're going to be, you know, going back in. They've still got an attacker side to be playing here. And now we finally actually get to see, you know, another proper gun round. Oh no, your credits aren't actually there for Team Secret, so it's not even going to be the best for them.
Great. Like, they've been losing so much in the process. That's sort of what I'm thinking about right now. Like, the amount of digging themselves their own grave that Team Secret have done here is more than just losing that round. They've been damaged, they've been punished, they have been put up against the wall. And it was all after they made so much headway into returning this to a 3-mapper, taking it to that final map. But it just doesn't appear to want to happen right now. They don't really want to be playing Breeze, apparently, Team Secret. However, still, the operator. Could be a big moment.
Yeah, Dubstep's actually choosing to get it for the first little bit of aggression peak here as well. And I guess if they get the opening pick, maybe Witz is going to be popping his tour de force, right? So that's the kind of game plan for them right now. Collapse around this A site, gather the control as the Prowler's going to hit the wall. It's going to see nothing but darkness for itself. And for Bleed, they've got a minute to go.
Bah, line up yarn. Hindi pala, sakto lang.
Clearing out.
Nowhere to run!
They're clearing out everything.
And you know, it's something that we have seen big things from Pith. His utility usage has been awesome, but
that hit
this
Jeremy.
time it's going to be Lenny. Opening up strong. Dubstep. A little bit low as well. So once again, Team Secret back up against the wall. It's going to be that rotation coming in from Witz, has made up a lot of headway. Borkham, though, does get the dink on the Darion, but it's not quite enough just yet. Dubstep now has so much to do with this operator. It looks like Witz has actually shifted his position as well. And they're backing out. No, they're hesitating. This is the concern that I have, Komodo. Team Secret don't appear to be all on the same page. I mean, I understand this position. Witz is obviously popped to the fourth. He doesn't have that into the next round, but not having his teammate with him because Jesse Vash has found another. They are starting to engage here, but Witz, very low, needs his teammates to support him as Pith punishes Jesse Vash. They're stuck up behind the wall, and Dubstep's already made this call. There's no way in, but imagine if they actually decided to potentially go together in this round. They don't. They make the wrong choice and Bleed take 10. At least we're going to have that operator into the hands of Witz into the next, but I am just not liking what I'm seeing from Team Secret, and I am surprised because, again, I've been casting these players for a long, long time now, and I was expecting really big things coming into this map and this series in general. However, maybe it's going to be a moment where it kind of humbles themselves a little bit, and they think taking risks in these picks might not be the best choice now.
If it is an upset here and a disappointing loss for Team Secret, it's not elimination. It's not the end of the world.
Correct.
They can still get through in a lower bracket run where they will be playing FW Esports if that does come out. But again, facing elimination every slot of the way and then going in towards the next stage with the playoffs in a bit of a lower seed, you know, it can play a little bit of hesitation with them coming in later on. But for right now, I mean, we're not going to count them out, of course, guys. Remember, this is still anyone's map. This is anyone's series from here. Bleed, though, are going to be starting off this new round by finding the opening pick onto Borkham, an instant trade on towards Lexi, and things are kind of disconnected around the map at the moment for both of these teams. There's entryway in towards A for Bleed, the spike retrieved for Pith. Will he rotate towards the rest of his team? It looks like he is. Yes, but Witz is just going to cut off that rotate.
Finally, this utility is really starting to pay off for Dubstep there. The fake out to kind of get the further info, the gate crash to move on out as well. So now he's back to spawn. He can sit back from Snowman, keeping a little bit of a look over towards that B site. Witz there to support. Darion, very much in position here, though, at the top of the A site.
No charges
Spike
left.
not too far away. Also does have Lenny there, so it is going to be that rotation back in once more. But 4 alive for Team Secret. Can Bleed lock into this post plant strong, or will Team Secret continue this series bold to stick that plant, but they get it done?
Timing, because the C's was a little bit late. It didn't lock them in to stay with the aftershock, but back at the back of a single box, they are taking on through. I'm ready to see if they can hold on. It's happening right now. The recovery in this round, and the turret's even going to be spotting out Witz isn't. No, it's a little bit on the wrong angle, allowing Witz to creep up here, but an operator, he needs to hit them both, and he needs to do it quickly as Pith says no with the decapitation, and that's another round from Bleed. They have brought it back in that one just now.
Look at Pith, checking the stats, 19 and 13. This man is a monster, but again, the big difference here, I suppose, you know, I'll give a little bit of a lean off Team Secret, right? It's only Borkham that's a bit quieter on this Omen so far. He's had little to no impact, and you can't criticize because it's definitely not him that's the problem at this point in time. But you look over to the side, of course, of Bleed, and just everyone is doing what they need to do. It's not even the Jet that's sitting up towards the top. It's the Killjoy, it's the Sage, it's the Viper, all putting in work. And that is showing why Bleed has a mission statement right now. They are looking very, very strong. And Dubstep does get some forward positioning. Witz obviously back onto this Headhunter. Like, they just have to make something work of this kind of scrap together buy right now, Team Secret.
Please don't forget as well that there were 5 rounds in a row to start off this half from Team Secret to make it 9-8. And it's just now Bleed starting to activate on this attacker's side. So remember, people, you know, you might call bias or whatever throwing at us, but it's these players, these teams doing the damage, doing the action, and they're making it look wonderful right now. Bleed again trying to get in towards this A side, but it's all happening left, right, and center. Left, right, good night. Now Witz once more in a similar situation. He's seen a lot. 1 versus 2, but you're exactly right. The Headhunter finding Lexi. And now Lenny's repositioned. He's got so much utility. A drone, a dart, but he's opting for silence.
Always the right choice in these 1v1s. You know, sometimes getting that
OMG.
utility out can really throw you, but he takes the high ground. It's going to be on who has the correct resolution,
Yes,
but oh my god! Wits the flick up to take the head of Lenny. And again, finally some more light on the map of Icebox. It is still so tight. Like, I can't believe that the map is as close as it is. It feels like Bleed have just been leading the charge so firmly, but Team Secret are still here, and is this a potential chance for the swing round? I think it almost is. I mean, not quite, like there is going to be those ultimates coming back up, so Darion, he'll be able to pick up a blade stock to drop a weapon over to a teammate, so no, it's okay. They're going to be fine. Bleed are going to have the money to keep fighting the good fight, but Team Secret, they're just on the precipice of doing something and taking it to a tied scoreline 11-11.
You talk about swing rounds, and in this crucial one right now to potentially disallow full regulation, to disallow overtime, Team Secret have access to some massive ultimates. You've got, you know, the dubstep rocking out the dimensional drift. You got Jesse Vash ready and available with that rolling thunder. Even if you want from the shadows from Borkum, it's there to quickly reposition around. So for the denial factor right now, it's huge, and that's an even better start. A 1-to-1 trade, but you've taken out Darion.
And look at how much control is there over the site. The rotation is slow. They're taking their time, though. That's the only thing, right? They actually had that entry point in. Borkum tried to deny as much as possible. Wits not too far away. Rendezvous down. And so will the barrier wall. The Pith going to engage that lockdown. This should be them taking the site nice and confidently. That is going to be the rolling thunder straight on out. Wits is keen. He's looking for it, but he's actually being punished by Lexi early. Dubstep gets one, and Jeremy with another. Looking for more, but Lexi will deny. And now it's back to 2-on-2 in the most important time of the map, but it's going to be Lexi stepping up, but needs to do more. Has the resurrection. Nightfall comes down, but it's going to be left, right. Good night for Jeremy, and the darkness will veil down from the fade.
Oh my lord, shutting the eyes of Bleed. That is an absolutely weird resolution of a round if I've ever seen one, but it was confidence from Team Secret to going together with that real one ultimate in the end from Jeremy to try and just offset the balance, get it there. But that rolling thunder, man, the timing to come in, the lockdown denied, the aftershock as well. You've got to give credit to Jesse Vash with his utility usage in that round to assist the retake. Absolutely perfect, but I mean, wow, Lexi, shots coming out like that, access to the resurrection. You think you can get a teammate back into from the beyond, get back into that round. No. 11-11 as we mentioned it. This map is going the distance. We're getting all of the rounds of red and a Hunter's Fury to start off this new one. I mean, why not, right?
He's lucky. Shrouded step to get away from death. And now Borkum has the paranoia ready. It's been all eyes on this A site here. Dark covers are down, but they're just waiting patiently. Still not setting their sights in just yet. Jesse Vash not overly keen. But nor is Bleed. They are showing a little bit of hesitancy here. Now Wits has found some control inside mid, falling away. However, now Darion, he pops the tailwind here, Komodo. This is going to be the fight of the event so far of what we need to see. Jeremy gets one done. That's going to be a very important member in Darion done here. Can they find more as the pit goes down, though?
Well, you think the challenge is going to be within the pit, but Lexi, look at that 1-2 in the mix, and he's got that res as well. It's going to be bringing Darion back with the dimensional drift from Dubstep. He wants more. He wants the info. Is he going to blindside himself out of this? No, it's back towards his corner. He's home right now as well, but Wits on towards Lenny, as you mentioned, a missed no-scope. The headhunter to fix it. He's got 3 in the round, looking for the ace technically, as Dubstep's decay is taking him really low. It's a team shot, but through the smoke, he's able to find it. Pit is down, and now Maxi with the pit of his own devices as well, a blindside in. And it's all on toward this sensational gamer right now. The shots come through onto Dubstep and a pre-fire to Wits. He's so low, the decay's a factor, remember? And the shots from Maxi are there. It's Bleed, the first team to 12, and now they find themselves on series point.
Oh my god, Dubstep really went fishing, but unfortunately inside a green pit, there's not really much of a prize to catch there. Unable to take down the snake of Maxi. And that keeps the pit up, keeps the blur of the vision for Team Secret.
Please win.
Oh my word, I was going to say the moment that there was that additional frag found, maybe there was a simple chance and Wits really did all that he could to try and find a way back into that round, and Dubstep even the flick, but that's what I mean. Takes down Pith, it's not Maxi, and Maxi living on for that length of time manages to mean 12 secured for Bleed. The only option for Team Secret is overtime and a tour de force for Wits.
Borkum with From the Shadows as well, but we haven't really seen too much Omen utilization on that ultimate.
Please
a massive
win.
round of which is going down the tube at the moment as well. He's looking for a fight. The Pith is absolutely going to deny that. It's a bit of a clothesline through the wall there. Hanging him out to dry. Player advantage to Bleed. And everything does start to settle around this A site, doesn't it? Borkum with the one-way, trying to see what he can do. Gets out a secondary one, but Darion already in front of that. Tailwind activated. He's seen the shoulder, he's seen the clicks as well, and this might be looking to be the finale right now, Conky. Jeremy going towards Darion, and Borkum taken down. Now it's a 2 versus 4. Can Team Secret get this back?
Dubstep is so far away as well. There's no utility at all. Actually, just noticing for the fade of Jeremy there, nor Dubstep. It is a very awkward one right now. The rotation call has been made, sending him over towards CT now. And as the wall does get destroyed, Guardian picked up, has to get moving now as the time is ticking on this spike. It's the final moment, the final chance for the favorite seed in here, Team Secret, to get their way back in. And it's Lexi who denies in more ways than one as the round is closed. Bleed has found the victory here at 2-0 for the entirety of the day. And your victors are the underdogs here in Bleed.
Oh my lord, put some status on their name, give them the respect. They have just played a fantastic series against one of the teams that has gone so far in Valorant since its inception. Team Secret are knocked down into the lower part of their group, and I mean, they can make that lower bracket run, of course, but for right now, 13-7 on Haven, 13-11 on Icebox, and when you needed it the most from Bleed, when you thought that they were behind, right, 9-8 that I mentioned, the crawl back 5 rounds in a row to get back from the half from Team Secret. That was the time on the back of that Thrifty. Again, Conky, again the Thrifty being the decider to get a team back in toward this one, and Team Bleed make it work. Lexi, everybody putting in the work, and I gotta give massive props towards them. That was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, no, a massive one from Bleed. I definitely think it's an awesome thing to see. Like, when it came to team dynamic and the way they were operating all together, Bleed had absolutely all of it. They were looking super strong. They were very, very comfortable. And all I can say is, if it's a perfect one for Team Secret to actually go back on, because all I can say is, like, as much as I don't ever like to criticize, it's the opening map, it's not elimination, they're gonna have another game. They're here for a reason, as high as they are in this competition, but they made it so hard for themselves.
Hoy, tatlong PH na sa losers na.
No, absolutely. And I mean, look, big props
Oasis
towards Bleeds
din,
to take that one, but now they've got another challenge coming towards them a little bit later on in Fancy United as well. So it's going to be really cool to see what they are going to be able to do. And then, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, FW is going to be the team that Team Secret have to take on next. But usually, you know, we haven't been doing any sign-ups with any sort of sign-offs, rather, with any sort of thank yous or anything like that. But I do want to give a shout out to everybody watching as well. The you know, the things that you've been saying towards this game, these teams as well, and us here, we absolutely love you guys for that. So thank you very much from us.
It's a pleasure to be here, but we will throw it on to some other beautiful people in our...
GG guys. Ay, sayang. Sayang. Anyway. Oh, nag-GG na ata. Sige yan. Mag-ano muna ako guys. Maglaro muna ako Valo. Baka mag-unrated muna ako. Tapos see from there kung ano yung aim ko. GG. Bukas ulit. Nag-GG na din siya. Nag-GG na din siya sa stream niya. Ayun. Ba't ang tagal no? Okay.
Match found.
Pa lang ako. Sorry. Mag-ano na ako ha? Game.
Get that.
Oh, no smokes. Of course. disable. May smoke yung kalaban. Ano, pinili ko neon. Attacking kami at least. Ay, hindi. Hindi pala at least. Sa defending kami dapat magbumawi. Walang smoke sa attacking. Medyo mahirap. Unless we manage to kill everyone. Tinago ko na rin yung yung level ko. Kasi hindi ko alam ba't lahat tinatago yung level nila. Halos lahat at least. Tinatago nila. So, tinago ko na din. kasi hindi ko alam. Kasi ginagawa nila eh. Tagal ko sa loading screen.
Who is that well-dressed man on the other side? Ah, Yasumi. Of course.
Sakit ng ang sakit ng braso ko, tsaka ng kamay ko kasi nag-weights ako kahapon. Tsaka tas nag-boxing ako nung isang araw. So yeah, ang sakit ng arms ko.
I'm out of here.
Binulag ako!
Reloading. Enemy spotted B. Hawk out.
Bago ba to?
Reloading. Reloading.
Reloading. Minus 70.
Night night.
Here we go.
Careful.
Planted.
Careful. I'm out of stock. Hawk out. Blinded.
One enemy remaining.
Lamig sa kamay. Ay, masing ka lang. Baka AFK. Baka nga naman. Oh, where's the Reina?
Just swapping in new fusion cells.
Okay, my arms are good.
We can go.
Gotta go.
B.
Watch out. Hunt. Coming through. I'm out of here. Bye, monsieur.
What?
Enemy spotted B. Take this.
I'm gonna stun myself.
Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Go, go, go. Not a good look. Reloading.
One step closer.
Gun here.
Let's have some fun.
Oh.
Forever.
Gotta go.
Killjoy.
This way. Go, go, go.
Blinded.
player standing.
One drop.
Teleport's ready. Spike planted.
Wala ko napatay. Dapat all double. Alam dyan po.
If you're
Oh
not
no,
being shot at, you're doing
nag-DCC
something wrong.
Reloading. Don't give them ground.
Hey ho.
Hawk out. Reloading. Careful. Hawk out. Fluffy sight.
Wait.
Enemy spotted A.
Go big, go big.
Reloading. Take this.
Ang galing ng Zimmer! Sino panalo? Wala, yung talo Team Secret. Diyan pa nakakagamit ka ng sticker. Hindi daw makagamit ako na ito. Galing ng Saber.
Spike planted. Hawk out. Blinded.
Oh, nakakagamit ka. Oh, nakakagamit din si Francis. Hi, Francis. Hindi daw nakakagamit si Lawrence. Under. Sky.
Last player standing.
Nice. No. No.
Make sure to follow my pack in. They'll lead us right to the enemy. Here.
I can buy for you. My treat.
Magte-try ako. Mag-in-stream ako.
I
Tapos,
can buy for you. My
ano,
treat.
Help a girl out.
papalkan ko. Ay, mag-in-stream ako. Tapos, isa-set up ko.
There.
Jet, get this.
There.
Or,
There.
dito.
Where's my rifles? Let's go. My ult's ready. Hawk out.
One down.
Like it!
Seek some outs. I got the spike.
There we go.
One enemy remaining.
Here. Running low.
Long.
Reloading. Ingat ka. Don't get stabbed. Bad way to go.
Yay! Meron na ulit. May breach na kami. Finger flick.
You want to play? Let's play.
Ay, ba't ayaw lumabas ng map ko? Sa caps lock.
Blinded.
Ha? Ba't di lumalabas yung map ko?
35 kg.
Heating.
Gotta go.
Chamber here.
This way.
Ah!
Watch out. Take this.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Sayang. Oh, on A.
Spike planted. Looks like I was the stronger.
Oo nga eh. He's back, but he's not really back, you know? He's like half back. No, it's not!
Bonne chance, mes amis.
Get out of my way. Enemy spotted A.
Hello.
Take this.
Stay down.
Coming through. Smart move.
No! Wait, ayusin ko lang yung bind ko. Where is my... map?
One enemy remaining.
Ayaw
Last
lumabas
plank.
ng map ko.
Blocking sight.
Quiero!
Enemy spotted A.
Teleport's gone.
31.
Uy. Low sila pareho. Okay.
Last player standing.
Naku po!
Spike down A.
Shit. Nice.
Surely they
Wait
can do
lang.
better.
Hinahanap ko yung map ko. Nasaan yung sa map?
Here.
Here.
Interface. Ayaw. Oh. I got ult. Oh my god! Bro, he scared me. 117. Nagulat ako! Nagulat ako.
Enough.
Tahimik naman teammates ko. Oops. Oh, good trade.
That's 3. Seek round.
No, please don't open it. Yes! OMG!
Remaining.
Okay, get the ace.
Last player standing.
Yo! I was baiting.
Clutch.
Nagpanic. Ako din nagpanic ako bisigat eh. Oh, I have
Tara
ult.
na. Clock's ticking.
Tara na!
Gun here. Reloading. I got yous, okay? There.
Spike drop.
I got the spike. Watch out! Hawk out! Blinded.
Killjoy. Did she just whiff 117 right now? Did she just whiff almost all her shots ng blind ako?
Out!
That's
three.
That's low. You heard close step.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Drop like guys.
Last player standing.
82.
Hawk out! Blinded.
Nice.
Bugged.
I'm bugged.
Remember, bullets hurt.
Let's try Le Vandal.
There.
Chamber, get orb.
Here. There.
Uy.
Need a drop. Reloading.
That's time to rush. What?
Watch out! Coming through!
God. Get win.
Last player standing.
Redeemed.
Hawk out! Blinded.
Ang crap talaga nung enemy chamber.
This place is
Kaya
nice,
to.
but not nice enough to die in. Let's win and get out of here.
Oh, Breach is back again. I'm gonna ult. I'm gonna ult. I'm gonna ult.
Need a drop. Salamat. Thanks. Careful of the Viper.
My ult's ready.
Hunt.
Pushing A right now.
Let's go!
They're concussed. Take this. Hawk out.
Oh my god, ang
I'm
dami.
out of here.
What?
Begins.
Kawawa naman ako.
3.
Yeah.
One enemy
Back.
remaining.
Bitch, attack.
Planted.
Ace. Wait for Killjoy actually.
Blocking sight.
You just vertical.
Albeit.
Ace.
Nice!
In your faces.
Last round in the game.
Don't save me. Last chance.
What the heck?
Hi.
Why? Sabi na naman yan because I sound like a boy, like a kid, like a 12-year-old boy.
You want to
You sound
play?
like a
Let's
little girl.
play.
Guys, so I sound like a little girl. Wait.
There.
Multiple enemies free.
Lightning.
Take this. try. This way.
Nice.
Second floor.
Clearing out.
Naka-judge yun?
Load.
Worthless.
Naka-judge.
You should run.
Nice, Sky. No, go to Sky, go to Sky.
Trevor.
Spot planted. Pull cat.
Last player standing.
What? Ba,
Reroll,
feeling ko baka...
reroll.
Nata.
Switching sides.
Let's do this.
I hate waiting. Mahal ng fast lane. Ang mahal ng fast lane.
Go, go, go. Need a drop. Salamat, thanks. Gun here.
Multiple enemies B. Enemy spotted B.
I'm out of here.
Enemy spotted B. One dead.
Here.
Right there.
Oh, nice.
One arcade.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Reloading.
Gun here.
Flawless.
Gun here.
Gun here.
Puros classic.
Okay, which gun to pick this time?
Gotta go.
Ay, mali.
Can I borrow Sheriff?
Need a drop. Salamat, thanks.
Thank you.
They can't get an inch.
Miss.
What? Eh, bye-bye.
On my way. There they are. Enemy A.
Enemy spotted B.
Enemy A.
Watch out.
Low, kills are low. Ding.
I'm out of here.
One enemy
Nice
remaining.
try. There.
Spike planted.
Go, go, go.
Reloading.
Take this, take this.
Almost out. This way. Gotta go.
Nice.
I've tried explosions. Not the fan. I'm out of here. Hi.
My guy eating his mic, right?
There. Gun here.
Gun here.
Gun here.
Sheriff.
Gun here.
Here.
Gotta go.
78 shot. Hindi ko na headshot, sayang. Bakit dalawa sila doon? Sayang, stunt yun! That is super low. Nice too.
Spike planted.
OMG! On the left breach.
One enemy remaining.
Main. Nice.
Get off my back.
Swarm is so annoying. Oh my gosh.
Listen up. Kill them before they kill us. Need a drop. Thanks.
I want, yes.
Do you want?
I suck.
OP.
I suck.
Try. Just try.
Oh my gosh!
Let's go.
Wait, sino yung nag-spray?
Nice.
Spike down.
Mabulta ako, pwede ba na?
Go, go, go.
Spike down B.
Under.
One enemy remaining. Team Ace.
And the words of Varsova.
Probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
I'm so scared. I'm so scared of the op. Oh my gosh.
I can buy for you. My treat.
I'll show them. Lintik kayo.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of my way. Go, go, go!
One.
Sad. Oh, nice trade.
Hi, bud.
Last player standing.
Ay, sayang.
Spike planted.
Na-enjoy ko yan, kante. Sayang dahil nag-off na lang ako sa Zot. Nice try.
Race into the spike site.
They are so dead. I
And
can buy
then-
for you. My treat.
Help a girl out, would you?
Hey, you have 6-6.
I can buy for you. My treat.
Need a drop. Help a girl out, would ya? Cheers, mate.
I'll stun for you.
Take this! Here! I'm out of here!
Teleport's hunt begins.
Spike planted. You should run.
Here we go!
No way!
One drop.
Dami nun! Ang baba ng damage.
Player standing.
My bad. Ganda nung flank. Pero walang napatay.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
They have fun.
Need a drop. And I'm out, thanks.
Thank you.
Gotta go! Gotta go!
You want to play? Let's play.
Go, go, go!
Enemy spotted. B. I got enemies B.
One side team.
Spike down B.
Oh,
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Ba yan?
We get a pick, we move in. Got it? Need a drop. Saving.
I can hack by.
There. Let's go.
No. Nice.
Go and pick it, bro.
Arcade's clear.
Taken out. There. Gun here. I'm out of here.
Careful there. One down. Enemy spotted B.
Go, go, go.
Reloading.
Kanahan natin to si Bridge.
Almost out. Take this.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
Trap destroyed.
Where?
Here.
I'm out of here.
Enemy B.
This way. Gotta go.
10 seconds left.
Watch out.
Underground. What?
Last player standing.
Actually, no. Nice.
Match point.
Let's finish this already.
I'm out of here.
No, nalaglag na ako.
Watch this.
Ang dami. 120 chamber.
Blinding. They found my trap. Right there. On my way.
Welcome to my world. Pull cat.
Teleport's ready.
Spike planted.
Gone.
Sisirain. Oh, yeah.
Take it out.
Last player standing.
Ay, umalis na yung Viper. Ano to? Problema ni Chamber. Gawin na sila. My bad.
I'm over them.
My ult's ready.
Saving.
I'm going to save.
Saving.
Ba't napunta dito yung map ko? Nasa console na.
Move. Go, go, go.
Trevor! Flash out!
You should run. Gotta go.
Clearing out!
Reloading.
Oh, nice.
Reloading.
Spike down B.
I got enemies, B.
One tower.
Get out of my way. Spike spotted B.
Last player standing.
Oh. Natiba ka.
Don't sit down.
They are
We're not
so
done yet.
dead.
Reloading. Careful.
B.
There.
Spike down B.
Enemy spotted
Still
B.
here.
There.
Don't peek, don't peek, don't peek.
80.
Teleport.
Chamber slow. Dapat nag-pick na lang ako nun.
One spawn.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. So, GG.
Okay.
Defenders
GG.
win.
Ay, kaya Brian! Hello! Sleep. 21 kills. OMG, what's happening? GG. Mr. Lim. Hindi ko na to kalala. Ano na? Ang Battle Pass ko hindi ko matapos. Anyway, guys, GG muna ako. Might stream later sa... Might stream sa Twitch. Might try streaming sa Twitch muna. Hindi ako sure if ilalive ko din dito or maybe just try it there muna. Pero yan, I'm gonna try and set up Dota 2 grind. Ay, kaya naman pala wala sa Valo. GG muna ako, guys. Thank you so much for staying on my stream. See you again next time. Bye-bye. Bye. GG Francis, GG Brian, GG Lawrence. See you tomorrow. Send links later. I'll try. Send ko ba? Try ko sa Twitter post. Bye-bye.